Hey, this is Lewis from SoFly, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create some statistics icon counterboxes. So we will start by adding a section to the page, put 100 pixels of padding on either side of the section. And we're going to use a dark background, so it's going to be sort of a dark blue-gray. And then we're going to have some text and heading on the left, and then the actual statistics counterboxes on the right. So to do that, I'm going to add a div, set it to float left, and a width of 50%. And this is where the text will go, and then we'll duplicate this, and this is where the icon counterboxes will go. So for the text, I will add a heading, set the font color to white, I'm going to paste in some lorem ipsum, set the font weight to 400, and then for the text itself, I'm going to add a text block, font color to white, semi-transparent, font size 17 pixels, font weight 300. Then I'll add some margin below the heading. And then for this text, I'm just going to paste in some lorem ipsum. Okay, looks pretty good. And then below this text, I'm going to add a button. So we'll add a text link, set 30 pixels of margin above it. Font color is going to be white. Font size will be 18 pixels. Background color is going to be, we'll make this sort of a reddish pink button. And then we'll set 9 pixels of padding on the bottom and the top, and 16 on the left and the right, and the button text is going to be learn more. Maybe that font's a little too big. 16 pixels looks a little better. Okay, there we go. There is our left side of the section. Then we're going to design the right side, which is where the actual statistics are going to go. So I will add another div, and I'm going to call this div statistics box. And this div is going to float left, be 50% width, and it's going to have the same reddish pink background as the button. So I'll just copy that background color from there and paste it into the statistics box. Inside the statistics box, we are going to have an icon. I will call this statistics icon. We're going to have a heading. I will call this statistics number. And then we are going to have some text. I will call this statistics label. So let's style this. So let's go up to the statistics box and set 20 pixels of padding on all sides. We just want everything in here to be centered. The statistics number is going to be something like 793 miles or 24 feet or 0.7 seconds, something like that. We'll set the font to white, and let's go font weight 400. Then for the icon, we're going to set the font size to 50 pixels, color to white, and since we want to center it, we'll make it an inline block. Then it'll take the center from its parent element. Then for the label, we're going to enter in a label, for example, distance traveled. We're going to make this white but somewhat transparent, so it inherits a little bit of the pink from the background. And we're going to make this bold and slightly smaller, 15 pixels. And then we'll add in some margin on either side of this, say 12 pixels. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's say maybe, what's a distance traveled icon? Maybe a bike, a car. You know what? I don't even know what that icon is, but we're just designing, so it's going to work for now. Okay, then we're going to duplicate this 4 times and then just change the icon and text. Now, one thing I want is some spacing between each of these statistics boxes. So what I'm going to do is add some margin of 4px on either side. Now the problem is that makes these stack vertically because 50% plus 4 pixels plus 50% plus 4 pixels is more than 100%. So what I have to do, instead of setting the width to 50%, is set the width to width calc 50% minus 4px. And now they'll stack nicely. Okay, there we go. There are our statistics boxes. Now, this text is right up against the edge of this div, so we're going to go ahead and put, say, 40 pixels of padding, and that looks pretty good. Now, let's go ahead and make this responsive. So to do that, we'll go down to less than 992, and for less than 992, we'll say that this entire section is going to have 20 pixels of padding on the left and the right. And this is going to have a width of 100% and 50 pixels of bottom margin. And this div as well is going to have a width of 100%. Okay, there we go. That is how to do statistics boxes using Oxygen. Thank you very much for watching. Actually, one more note. This is going to look good down to 768, but once you get to less than 480, these might stack vertically, or one might be higher than the other, so we want them to stack vertically. So for less than 768, what we'll do is just set the width of all these to 100%, and we'll remove the margin on the left. So we just have bottom margin. Okay, that looks pretty good. Less than 992 looks pretty good. Less than 480 looks pretty good. And here's again how it looks full size. Okay, that is how to do responsive statistics icon boxes using Oxygen.